Hi.
Hello. So we are in Kitchener-Waterloo area and we are riding the Hydrocut today. Just took a quick look at the trail map there. It looks pretty good. We'll go check out the main blue trail. I guess it's sort of the access trail to get to the further in loops and see how it goes. We just started into the Hydrocut stuff. Got out of the open area and into the forest. Trails are super hard packed because it's all sort of silty clay, hard packed soils. But pretty. Good parking lot. And I've got some brand new back brakes, so they actually work. And roots. This trail is called Stinky Girl. This is actually our first ride after our little bout of COVID. Kind of just testing our lungs out a bit. Not sure how good it was going to be, but so far so good. This is cool. So this trail's called Rocky Mountain, just like our bikes. So far we haven't seen a whole lot of rocks or mountains. Because of the type of soil here, when it's dry, it's just like pavement. It's so hard. Not really used to it actually. I guess because of the silty clays or whatever, it packs down really easily and turns almost into cement. This is called Scrambler, and sort of into the back half of the trail system now. A little more variety and a little more choice back here. What's nice about the climbs here is they're not terribly technical, so you can afford to grind them rather than spin them because there's no rocks or roots to stop your forward momentum. Good morning. Enjoying your morning coffee?
Morning. Sure am.
Okay. So yesterday we had a little technical difficulty with the GoPro while we were riding at the Hydrocut, and unfortunately we didn't get a ton of footage of the actual trails themselves. But we did get some, and just thought we'd wrap up a little bit. So that is tourism region number 4 where we were yesterday, and the Hydrocut, I think the trails in general were actually really fun. They were quite fun to ride on. I think in general, you know, we kind of have to separate Northern Ontario and Southern Ontario a little bit because the landscape, the soils, everything in Southern Ontario is quite different than Northern Ontario, and the difficulty ratings that are used in Southern Ontario are quite different than they are in Northern Ontario as well, or it seems to be anyways. Because of the nature of the soil, the trails are really, really hard packed down here, almost like cement. And obviously there's not as much rock outcrops and things like that, so they're generally smoother. I guess the trail surface smoother, harder packed, a little easier to ride on. So I always find that the trail ratings seem to be rated higher here than they actually would be in Northern Ontario where we're used to. So yesterday we rode the green trails, some of the double track access trails. We rode some of the blue intermediate trails, and we also rode one of the Black Diamond trails as well. And even the Black Diamond trail, like, there was really nothing on it that was terribly challenging, I would say. I mean, at home at best it would be a green, maybe a blue. So the trail rating system there it feels a little out of whack for us, but in Southern Ontario it's probably on par with other places and whatever. But in general, the trails were really, really good. The signage was good, it was easy to get around. They had large scale maps of all the trail network at specific locations, so it was easy to figure out where you were. All the trails were well marked, and their level as well was also well marked. And there was lots of little rock features that had been built on the trail where you had an opportunity to pick whether you wanted to go over it or around it. which was also kind of fun as well. So yeah, we had a pretty good ride. I mean, it was our first ride after recovery from COVID, so we didn't want to push it too much, but we got a pretty good loop in and sampled a good batch of the trails. So sorry that we didn't get as much trail footage, but today hopefully will be a little bit better.